What's up, everyone? Today I actually started off the day thinking that, I would actually talk about something regarding travel. But then travel has, not been possible lately because of, let's say the main villain, coronavirus. Okay. And also another thing is because some people don't know how to travel. Now I'm not saying okay the about transport or anything, something like that. But I'm telling you, okay, something about when you go to a vacation, when you go on vacation, when you go and travel, okay, uh, what happens? Let me tell you what happens. You enjoy too much, okay? You forget not just your duties. I mean, you are supposed to forget about your duties. Of course, you're taking a vacation, but are you supposed to forget about your responsibilities? I don't think so, okay? First of all, right, when it comes to uh, having a vacation responsibly, the only thing that you can do, okay, is make sure that simple that you do not destroy this environment. All right, do not destroy this environment while you travel. Traveling is all about having a good time in a good place. Okay, hoping to actually arrive. Maybe if you love it so much, if you love that place so much, you want to go back there again, right? So make sure you have a place to go back to, because even littering and throwing away garbage everywhere, or even playing like let's see who can get into the bin. No, let's go. Oh, I missed, and then go the other way. Okay, that's wrong, people. Let me tell you, that's very wrong. Okay, if you do that, you can go back to the game, okay, and finish the game off. All right, take back the whatever litter you had in your hand to throw it into the bin, but go back and try playing the game, or just put it back in the bin. All right, that's very simple. Just simply do that. I mean, if you do that, okay, it's just going to be not just going to be that piece of paper. It's not going to be just uh, I don't know, gum or something. Gum when you walk, when people are walking. Sometimes you step on other people's gum. Like, please, let's not do that. Okay, it's hard to get those things off your shoes. Come on, right? When when it happens like that, you just can't be like, oh man. You start cursing that person's family. Okay, right before you start cursing that person, you start cursing their family, and also that the generation also, right? That's how it goes. Okay, and then you start scolding the guy who actually put the gum on the floor, okay, or on the ground or on the street or whatever. Okay, some guy didn't have his manners. Okay, maybe you would say, his mother teaching me any manners at all? Really? Really? Don't you know that you should actually the gum wrapper, okay, you should keep it with you in that little tiny pocket in your denim, okay, which was supposed to be used as a small pocket watch. Well, now you can use that as your littering. Okay, that'll be your recycling pocket. All right, once you're done with the gum, you take it out and then put it out in a bin. Okay, it's simple as that, right? You can't just be throwing things around, man. What do you think this is? You think this is your hometown or something? Come on, right? There are people living here. Okay, I mean, there are billions of people living in this world, right? If it starts in one spot, it'll keep going on till the next city, then the other city, and then next thing you know, the whole world is infected, just like the coronavirus. Okay, pollution is also a big thing, right? It's because of pollution, okay, that we can't actually look after ourselves. Okay, the air is you can't breathe the air anymore. I mean, there are places out there selling air, like pure air. Okay, I'm like pure air for sale, and I'm like, what on earth? Pure air? Really? Come on, man. So when it comes to traveling, we have to travel eco-friendlily. Friendlily. Say that once again. Friendlily. No, I'm making words up. Okay, get used to it. So when it comes to actually, making sure that you travel in a way where the environment is not affected, okay, at all, please do that. I respect you. I really do. But if you are a person who will be like, I'm going on vacation, okay, oh, look, a burger, oh, I'm done with it, you throw it away, really? Don't do that. Okay, no one likes that. I would like if I ever see someone doing that, I get really mad. Okay, I don't know. I don't do anything about it. I mean, of course, I can't because but if I really do get mad when people start littering everywhere. Okay, like doing all these things about like littering everywhere, but just enjoying the vacation and then going home and saying, "Oh, we had a wonderful time. We had this great place we went to." Yeah, and then the guy calls you back. You've ruined this place. Okay, those pictures are not just memories for you; they're memories for us because we don't see that place anymore. That area is polluted. What have you done? Okay, when you paid only for a day, they are cleaning that place for the next 5 days, right? That's because of irresponsibility, right? You didn't take responsibility of nature. Okay, you ruined everything, right? People do not know how to enjoy a vacation responsibly. Okay, responsibility. If you go on vacation, it doesn't mean that you, well, have to be, like totally free. Okay, you have a responsibility to mankind, you have responsibility to the nature, you have responsibility to this earth, right? And pollution is not in the list of a vacation. All right, we do not do that. Okay, I mean, we have beautiful cities. Okay, we have beautiful cities with buildings and also nature combined, and it's wonderful. Okay, you see those cities, they're so clean, you can sleep the night on the street. But then you see other places and you're like, "Ugh, I really don't like that." Okay. Wonderful thing is, some people actually don't know how to do it, right? They don't know how to have a vacation. Okay. So if you do know some of these people, well, give a knock them on their head and we're like, huh, stop littering. All right. Take a bag with you. It doesn't matter. Just because you're hanging a bag of garbage doesn't mean that your other people are going to judge you. Well, not true. Some people are going to judge you, but who cares about them? All right, you don't. No one needs to care about them. So if you do that, okay, you're not just don't forget about what people say. Okay, you are not one of those people. You are different. You are good. You are the savior of the earth, and that is what you're doing. Okay, you're saving the earth by not littering at all. So people out there who are actually saving nature and not destroying it, good on you. The vacation, I hope you have a good one. The others, I hope you have a good vacation too. I'm not a bad person. I'll wish you good fortune. But I would advise you, please look after this earth. Okay, this earth is our home. Okay, we go to beautiful places because it's very clean. Okay, we are attracted to cleanliness. So it is our responsibility to leave or even go to a place in a very cleanliness manner. Okay, listen, everyone got that? All right, cool. So when going to a place, okay, no, especially on the road trip there, okay, we like to eat on the way, don't we? We like to have a snack on the way, and what do? We have plastic bags, we have uh, you know boxes of milk and everything, and something, beverage stuff and food stuff, we throw it out. We shouldn't do that. Okay, you are traveling in a car, it's not going to stink up the place. It doesn't happen like that. So what can you do? Very simple. All right, very, very simple. Just take a bag with you, okay, and put all the litter in one bag, right? And when you do get to the place where you are going to stay, okay, I'm pretty sure there are recycle bits there too. There should be, but just check. If not, you can take that also and go. Okay, but when you do go to these places, recycle it there or give it to the staff. Can you please throw this garbage on the way? Oh yes, thank you, ma'am. They will be like, wow, these are good guests. Like proper, like people who look after nature kind of guests. I say we do that. I say we become people like that. So when traveling, all right, you can go to the best places, you can go to the best hills, you can go to the best beaches, you can go to the best views like meditation places or anything. Okay, meditation places are the most cleanliness places in the world. Okay, because it's just not just teaches you mind, body, and soul. It also teaches you, okay, to actually learn how to connect with environment. All right, a piece of plastic on the floor or even on the ground or even in nature somewhere or even under the sea, think of it as something like, I don't know, something very icky on your arm. Okay, would you want it staying there? I don't think so. You would wipe it off, right? You would clearly wipe it off. So think of your body as nature. Okay, would you like your body to be unclean? Okay, would you like to have, I don't know, maybe, unwanted things on your face? I don't think so. No, you would not. So when it comes to a point where you have to look after, well, our earth, okay, this is our home. Make sure that you do it responsibly. All right, doesn't mean that you have to be all like, I don't know, maybe one of, maybe all, I don't know, maybe, just don't litter. It's just simple as that. It's funny enough, that we have to actually advise people regarding it, because our parents took the time and might be like, this plastic bag goes in this bin. All right, this glass goes in this one. Okay, you separate it. Okay, it's order of things. Okay, it's, and for people with OCD, I mean, that's even worse, but it's done right. I don't think OCD is anything wrong with it. I think it's actually something that will actually help bring up the environment. OCD means, you keep everything in order. Okay, you make sure everything is balanced. All right, and that's what I think OCD is. Okay, I mean, wouldn't you agree? So, Tanzila, great to have you on the show. She says, exactly, earth is our home, we should take care of the nature, of course. Cyrus says, let's go, man, let's go. And mainly, all right, people, okay, yes, this is our home. Thank you, Tanzila. I hope I said your name right. And we should take care of the nature. Take care of our nature. Okay, if we like to keep our back garden clean, all right, but we go to nature while we're on the street and we think that the street is not a garden. All right, you still will find trees and bushes and animals around streets as well, like birds. Okay, so it's still a garden. Yeah, there are streets, but that's man's doing, not mine. But it's streets, it's nature. Okay, there used to be trees everywhere, right? But then the things happened. Things came up, technology started building up. Buildings started coming up as well. But that is evolution, but it has to be done right. The reason why it can be done right is because there are cities, okay, with actual like proper a combination of nature and a combination of, well, city life, right? There's a combination of everything, and it's just done right. There are cities like that. Okay, if you don't believe it, okay, check it out. Okay, you got Google in the palm of your hands, so why not? So there are actual places, okay, that where you can be a part of nature. Okay, where, and also by looking after nature like it's your home. All right, the forest is your garden, right? And the city is maybe your lobby area. It's something like that. But see, even though there are people out there fighting for nature, okay, to be to be fair enough, let's take the vegetarians. All right, they care about nature. Okay, that's why. But then I would think, yeah, but nature, like, the animals would mainly eat from nature, so why are we eating that? But then again, right, we are animals too in our own way. Okay, we are definitely animals in our own way. So when it comes to a point where we have to look after our garden, okay, call the earth your garden, right? I say, because we would love to look after our things, like, even whether we don't admit it or not. Okay, we like to look after our things, right? Things that belong to us, because we know how hard it was to get what you have right now. So we would like to look after it, don't we? And then what do? Very simple. Okay, we look after it. We plant up. We water our plants every day. All right. We basically, we look after it. Okay, we do not let, I don't know, other maybe our pets to even mess with our garden. All right, we have trained them to go to the litter box. All right, this is, I understand that you are an animal, okay, and that the nature is also your entire world in one place. Okay, I mean, they can even sleep or do whatever they want in just one place. Okay, that's how animals are, because that is how they are, one with nature. But okay, you don't want anyone messing up your garden. Am I right? Of course I'm right. I don't want it. I mean, it's all about gardening. You put it the way you wanted it. So now think of the entire earth as your garden, right? Do you want anyone messing with it? I don't think so, right? Even I don't think so. I don't want that, right? I would like to go to a place, like I would like to walk, like as soon as I leave somewhere, I would like to breathe fresh air. Okay, I would like to breathe proper fresh air, not like smoke from vehicles or something burning or something. I would like to smell some fresh air. That's why when we go on vacation, when we go to a proper place with nature, what do we feel? I feel the change of the air. Okay, I sense my breathing changing a lot. It changes according to the way I breathe, right? But let me tell you this, of course, if you don't like to listen to me about it, okay, like what is Kyle saying? He doesn't know anything, all right? He hasn't been according to the world. But let me tell you this: if you are a fan of Mother Teresa, well, she said this: I only feel angry. I only feel angry when I see waste. Okay, when I see people throwing away things we could use, Mother Teresa. There we go. All right. If you don't believe me, believe her. All right. She believed in nature. Right. She believed in a lot of things, which actually, made her one of the most famous people in the world. Right. That is what we did. But we will call them inspirations. We'll say, man, she was a legend. She was amazing. She saved the world. Right. And then what do we do? What, do we even follow her footsteps? We say we will, but it's only for a few days. That's where when we go back to our normal selves. But if your normal self is bad for the nature, or is bad for the earth, I think you need to worry about that, sir. I think you need to change that around. Okay. So when you have something like that, all right, when you have a garden, okay, when you have a garden which is vast and which can help nature in many ways, okay, you would want that to be, your place. So when you go on vacation, okay, I can talk about traveling all day, every day, because I'm a traveler myself. All right. I can tell you everything what I feel. I can tell you what I want to see. And I tell you what actually see. And it's much better. Okay. I have an image in my head when I go for a vacation. And I think, well, I'm going to have the best time. I'm going to see this kind of view. I'm going to see this view everywhere I look. Right. But when I go there, it changes my mind. Okay. I'm like, okay, this is much better than in my head. When oh man, right? That is what I think. I'm like, I'm so glad nature, exceeds my imagination. But okay, so just because I like to see that, I wouldn't want anything happening to it, right? Sometimes maybe next month I would want to come back here again just for a small visit and go to another place. But it's the place that captures you, okay? It's the place that maybe you didn't know, but maybe your travel destination in a certain place was like a comfort zone for you, right? A comfort zone is not just your home, okay? It's not just your house. It can be a person too. Maybe it's with the people you travel with. Your comfort zone can be maybe your loved one, okay? I mean, it can be many things, right? It can be even a soft toy, I tell you, right? There are people out there, okay, who don't fall asleep on pillows, okay, but when they take a soft toy which they've got used to, which they've had for years since they were childhood, since they were children, okay, they wash them, they look after them, they make sure they're clean, right? Not just holding on to them, right? They look after them like their own child, okay? But once they go take them to their bed, they take them to to their bed and sleep, they fall asleep all this time, and they wouldn't go anywhere without it. All right, if they're moving a place, and some should take a pillow, but for them it's just a soft toy. Even if they're going to sleep on a bed of nails, all right, it will feel like they're sleeping on a bed of roses. As long as they have that soft toy. Exactly what I mean. Okay, it's not about anything. Your comfort zone can be anything. Okay, maybe at a vacation where you went, maybe last week, okay, or maybe last month, or even back in 2019, where it was all normal. Okay, you felt this place was like a proper comfort zone. Okay, you felt home immediately, right? Like in Thor Ragnarok, home is not a place. It's a people, but it can also be a different place, right? It's simple. I mean, who wouldn't love that? I mean, I went to a vacation once, and I always, at least, okay, when when it was financially possible, okay, I would go there once a month. All right, with someone, of course, and or even sometimes, if someone's available, I would go alone, because like it's a comfort zone. You feel at one with yourself in this comfort zone. I felt that. I love the food. I love this the view of things. I love this. The staff was amazing. They've made you feel like you're in your actual home. And actual like on a vacation. Uh, can the gym be a person's comfort zone? Well, of course. Sorry. Yes, it can. It can be a comfort zone, of course. That was a time where the gym was a comfort zone, okay? But now it's not possible, is it? Now you go to a gym, you're not sure whether who touched what and everything, because so you might as well take a gym to your home, to your room. There we go, okay? And it's just amazing how you can do that. Take some dumbbells and just like lift it, okay? While you're bored, you get bored in your room like most of the time than any other place, okay? At work, you can be like, you finished all the work, but you're like bored for like maybe about half an hour, and then you get some new work. But at home, once you start getting bored, it continues to the next day, okay? So, I mean, get up. Just all you do is make a small effort, get up, and just take two dumbbells and start working out, right? It's very simple. It's actually really simple to do that. But laziness is something to overcome. Okay. I can tell you to pick up dumbbells, but you need to get over that laziness of yours. I've come to understand that you can't change people's laziness. All right. I mean, there was a time where I was lazy for a whole year. Okay. I wouldn't go anywhere. I would just go to work and come back home and sleep and go back to work again the next day. Right. I would be lazy to eat. But there was a time like that. Then I understood that, people started motivating me, like I started watching motivational videos and, maybe celebrities talking about, pushing yourself and everything. But I understood that, okay, you'll just listen to it, but you won't actually do it, right? Because you're like, oh, yeah, it's not working for me. And then one day you just wake up and you're just like, all like, why am I doing this every day? Why is it the same thing? I wake up, open my eyes, look here, he look there, and then be like, okay, go back to sleep again. What is the meaning of my life? When you ask that, when you ask yourself that question, okay, then everything changes. Okay, your left becomes right, your right becomes left, and then you're like, ugh, wait a minute. What have I been doing with my life? I have been wasting my time. Oh no. And then you start picking up paces. Okay, you need to get back to a certain level. Okay, you've stalled for years, maybe days or months, it doesn't matter, but you've stopped right here. Okay, and maybe in this year you're supposed to be somewhere here, but you've stopped way back, and you need to catch up, son. Okay, so you start going overdrive, you start getting motivated, because you motivated yourself. I'm not going to say that, you shouldn't have stopped. It happens to a lot of people. We get stuck. It's a very simple thing. Everyone gets stuck. Okay. So remember, if you do get stuck, your time will come. But, okay, just like you like to be lazy, know that, you are living in your home. This whole big world is your home. All right. So whatever you do, right, make sure you look after your home. Keep your home clean. All right. Just imagine, if you throw this wrapper on the floor, just imagine, your mama coming behind you with the broom. All right. She's coming with the broom to get you. And you don't want that to happen. All right. Put it in your pocket. Okay. If you don't, take a bag. Put the litter in your bag, or wait for recycle bin on the street to come up. All right. They're there, people. Okay, if you haven't noticed that, they're actually everywhere. But yeah, and also open your eyes, clean your eyes, get some eye drops if you have to, and look for those places. Okay, remember that life is tough, but everything else is also tough. But we have a responsibility to this earth, just like we have a responsibility to ourselves and also other people. Remember, you can't look after people if there is no place to look after. Right? If there is no location to look after, if there is no earth to look after people, you fail miserably. Right? Start actually, loving yourself first, and also looking after what's around you, looking after your environment, because that is what you need. All right? That is what you need. no matter what. We'll be right back. Okay, we're heading into a short break, and I'll be back soon. But if you do have any comments or even your opinions regarding how to save the planet while traveling, okay, please send us a number or please send us a message on 07852 Hey, download the app on Apple App Store or even Google Play Store. All right. Instagram, Relaxed Radio. We got TikTok too. Yeah, man, we updated. All right. We're doing TikToks. All right. And yeah, I'll be back soon. Until then, this is Kyle, just going in for a small nap. I'll be back soon.
Cycling in London is not child's play. How to be a better cyclist. Listen to my show, only on Relax Radio. I'm Kevin. Join me every Thursday, 5 p.m. Look forward to seeing you. And it gives them something to look at, and it makes them laugh. It makes them laugh, so that's why I do it.
Oh, and it could be a really good pickup line as well. Ladies who ask, "Hey, excuse me, so why are you wearing something so colorful?" I mean, hey, you can always have something up on your sleeve. I mean, got me thinking. You want to stand out. Why do you want to stand out though so much, especially with these kind of shirts when you're riding? There must be a purpose behind it, right?
Well, when you say a purpose, Nick, what I do, I wear the shirts, mainly one because they're nice and bright, so they make me visible, especially if I'm riding on the road.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's very important, right? Because you want cars, yeah.
Very important. And also, like, people see me in like calves, and perhaps I shouldn't be saying this on here, I suppose, but in the bar afterwards.
All right.
And it gives them something to look at, and it makes them laugh. It makes them laugh, so that's why I do it.
Oh, and it could be a really good pickup line as well. Ladies who ask, "Hey, excuse me, so why are you wearing something so colorful?" I mean, hey, you can always have something up on your sleeve. I mean, you look like a guy who would do.
You know me too well. You know me too well, Nick.
Knock, knock. Who's there? It's me. So, everyone, right back after the break. And, we've been talking about how eco-friendly travel will give you a better experience, okay, while you're traveling, okay, because it's a beautiful thing to see a clean place, right? I mean, would you eat at a place that stinks of garbage? Hmm? I don't think so. Okay, if you do, then you've actually come up with some major patience, okay, to actually do that, right? And for people who don't, well, most of it, okay, it doesn't have to be that place, but it's your fault. It's all our faults. We've done something, right? We think that throwing something to the switch is gonna be like, oh, I'm still recycling it. No, it's not. That thing can get blocked, okay, and then can create some disasters also, right? But littering everywhere, especially in an eco-friendly travel area, okay, there'll be a time, okay, uh, where you can also, when you go on travels, okay, like vacations. Now, I'm not just talking about nature. We can talk about food, for instance. Waste not, want not, right? That is the main thing that we need. So, when it comes to food wastage, try to avoid the buffet. Okay, do not be like, oh man, so much of food. Oh well, these things are going to be thrown away anyway, so I'm just going to put as much as I can. I'm going to eat as much as I can. Do not do that. All right. Now the reason is you might see me doing that. Well, let me tell you something, boy. Let me tell you, I can't do that because I will eat everything. Okay. If you don't believe me, well, go ask my friends. All right, they will tell you. Sometimes when even when they don't finish their food, all right, especially when they don't finish, all right, I make sure that they finish what they serve for themselves, right? So if we ever meet up at a maybe vacation where I'm traveling to, okay, and if you see me, all right, just know that I'll be looking at you, all right, dead in the eye. I'm gonna be like, hey, you're Kyle. Yes, I am. All right. And then you go back to eating your food, and I'm gonna be like, you better finish that plate you just served because that plate is just like almost for the half of me. And I know some people actually can't have the half of me thing. All right, they really can't. Why do you serve something? Okay, if you can't have 10 waffles and you only eat three, right, and the rest is like, no, I'm done. Oh, you're gonna be like, yeah, but why do you do that? Oh, it's a fashion, I'm just taking my food and I'm just leaving it there, and so, but it's a fashion to leave some food on the plate, and I'm like, really, really, it's a fashion to leave some food which is going to go to the garbage because you served it, which could have gone to another person like me, and you took the last piece, and now you're going to be like, it's a fashion to leave something on the plate. Really? I think it's more fashionable to clean your plate. It just brings tears to my eyes, I tell you. So much of tears, And I'm gonna be like, why am I friends with these people again? Does it have to come to a point like, why am I friends with this person? This person is really bad for me. This person is bad for the earth, right? I mean, it's a fashion to leave a little bit of food on the plate. What kind of nonsense is this world? I have no idea, right? I really have no idea. But if you can't eat 10 waffles, but you can eat three, take three, okay. And if you're not sure that you can even finish three, take two, right? The buffet will still be open. You can go for seconds. Some people, that's what I mean by laziness. Okay, some people are so lazy they don't even want to go for seconds. They just want to put everything in one plate. All right. Let me tell you the beauty of having different kinds of servings. Okay. You get to have one nice plate of pancakes and finish that and go to have another one plate of, you can have the pancakes and waffles at the same time, or you can just separate. It's up to you. Okay. You can use the same plate. No one's going to judge you for eating. Okay. We are humans. We love to eat. Who doesn't? Right. Listen to the meme guy, who just like, if you can't serve 10, don't serve 10, serve 3. Exactly. That's how exactly how you should start looking after the environment, because throwing away food is actually just gonna be really nasty food out there, and it's a smell. Okay, food does get bad, right? I mean, and it's the smell. And I mean, if the hotel or the vacation area or the vacation destination is really good enough, they will serve it to the animals on the animals, right? I mean, that would be the most wonderful thing to do. But okay, it's it's just that even the some food is not even enough for the animal, but it's still going to be a waste of food, because of irresponsibility, right? End of the day, something will be done for the animals, and I don't know what to do, right? And so when it comes, well, look who it is, Horsey. Hello, Kyle. I am back. Well, hello, Horsey. I see that you are. Uh, I love this guy. He's been there since yesterday. And I love his company. All right, he's a great guy, and he. I know you love Tim and Nick. All right, but thing is, okay, we are talking about how we should love nature, and we are a part of nature, man. Okay, let's just see how it goes. We'll be back after a short break.
The valuations that you place on an asset are always behind you. It's always in hindsight. It's never in front of you. And that's one of the challenges, right? Because you're always valuing what happened yesterday. And what you need is what's going to happen tomorrow. What am I saving or investing for? Why am I doing it? When will I need the money? And how much money do I need? Yeah. So that's quite important, because when you're looking at your net worth, you got to start with saying, well, what do I want my net worth to be, so that there's a goal, and then work backwards. How do I get there? And if I can start with £50 or $50 a week, if I save that every week, and you can go online and use calculators online. I don't have to teach you the maths behind it, but you can say, okay, and if I get a 3% return and I put this away for how long will it take to reach my goal? And that's called just this basic cash flow projection calculations. And it's what we use in financial planning all the time. What we say to clients is we say, okay, what is your goal? What is your objective? Where do you want to go to? And we discuss that in a lot of detail and over most of the meeting. And then the rest of it is saying, okay, in your exact circumstances, with your risk profile, with how you feel about investments and pensions and taxes and where you are and who you work with, and your education level or your lack of education or how involved you want to be. There's a lot of variables that we take into account, and then we say, okay, here's a plan. You start like this, that's great. And then we review it all the time. And we say, okay, we need to increase it, we're on track, we're not, this is what is happening. Because remember, when you're dealing with assets, the valuations that you place on an asset are always behind you. It's always in hindsight. It's never in front of you. And that's one of the challenges, right? Because you're always valuing what happened yesterday, and what you need is what's going to happen tomorrow. So that's a struggle. Yeah. So there are strategies everywhere from £50 a week up to £100 million pounds, and they're different. Right? They range differently from everyone, but and from country to country. To be fair, different countries have different tax laws, so different vehicles. But from your point of view, at the sort of normal end, I'm not going to call it the low end because I'm in that boat as well. It's as tax efficient as you can get it. That's where you start. You use all the tax efficiencies, and then you step up into different things.
Again, but now, if you say to a child, if I went up to a child and said, "You've had one to forget," God, there'd be an inquest. Me, why did you reject my son? Well, I haven't rejected your son.
I want to talk about, how the generation gap, how much it's changed, especially when you check the youth nowadays in comparison, to people back in the day.
I'd say when I was younger, it was more disciplined. Not now.
In comparison to now.
Not at all. Not now. The way things are nowadays, the younger generation, you seem that they can't accept the word no. If that makes sense. They can't
accept rejection, essentially, is all you're trying to say.
Yeah, they can't accept the word no. So if you, how did I do? Or you didn't do very well, and they get upset. And when I was a youngster, my father used to say to me, because I used to be sport mad when I was very young. Well, I still am sport mad, but like participating in different sports. And if I had a bad game, for example, he might say to me, "You had one to forget." That's it.
Your dad sounds like a smart guy. I mean, that's the real fact of the matter, yeah.
He'd say to me, "You had one to forget. Get over it." And that was it. So I dust myself down and do it again. But now, if you say to a child, if I went up to a child and said, "You've had one to forget," God, there'd be an inquest. An inquest. Me, why did you reject my son? Well, I haven't rejected your son. Or daughter. I've just told them that they need to buck their ideas up.
That's the truth right there. I mean, if you think about it, if you check the generations, like right now in the US as well, I've seen a lot of these things as well. In the UK, you get medals for participation. But what's the point? What are you trying to? Yeah, what's the point? Either you win or you lose. People are so afraid to put that whole notion of losing. When it comes to right now, the generation gap is just crazy. How much. A lot has changed. Social media has taken control of our lives, and we don't even realize it anymore. We're crippled because of it.
That's absolutely right, Nick. Because, as you said, nowadays it seems that you get rewarded for failure. For the life of me, Nick, I can't get my head around that. Perhaps I'm just getting old and morbid. I don't know. I just can't get my head around how you could be rewarded for failure. they it gives them something to look at, and it makes them laugh. It makes them laugh. So that's why I do it.
Oh, and it could be a really good pickup line as well. Girls, ladies will ask, "Hey, excuse me, so why are you wearing something so colorful?" I mean, hey, you can you can always have something up on your sleeve. I mean, got me thinking. You want to stand out. Why do you want to stand out though so much, especially with these kind of shirts when you're riding? There must be a purpose behind it, right?
Well, when you say a purpose, Nick, what I do, I wear the shirts, mainly one because they're nice and bright, so they make me visible, especially if I'm riding on the road.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's very important, right? Because you want cars, yeah.
Very important. And also, like, people see me in like calves, and perhaps I shouldn't be saying this on here, I suppose, but in the bar afterwards.
All right.
And it gives them something to look at, and it makes them laugh. It makes them laugh. So that's why I do it.
Oh, and it could be a really good pickup line as well. Girls, ladies will ask, "Hey, excuse me, so why are you wearing something so colorful?" I mean, hey, you can always have something up on your sleeve. I mean, you look like a guy who would do.
You know me too well. You know me too well, Nick.
Everyone. So, I know you see me right now, but this is the real me. Okay. So, welcome to back to the hour where we are trying to save the earth. All right. I'm telling you. Okay. The reason why we want to be, basically, we want to have a proper vacation. Okay, is of because we are not. I mean, we, we like to travel the world because we say it's a beautiful country, it's a beautiful place. But then after that, we forget that it's beautiful because it's clean. Okay, it's beautiful because the colors aren't, it's not, the colors are still there. Okay, but it's proper, like wonderful nature colors. It's not artificial colors. All right, it's not colors that have wasted away. Okay, it's not things that maybe a lot of things that we wonder. Okay, Why we wonder is because, guys, just give me a minute. I'm gonna be right back.
Cycling in London is not child's play. How to be a better cyclist? Listen to my show, only on Relaks Radio. I'm Kevin. Join me every Thursday, 5 p.m. Look forward to seeing you.
Apologies for the earlier one because, like, just some things happen and you just tend to lose it, and then you just want to be like, okay, just give me a minute, guys, okay? But now, when I come to tell you about, this wonderful earth that we live in, all right, the wonderful time that we have to look after it is because, we love to travel, we love to see all parts of the world about it, right? And the thing is, when it comes to a point where we have to look after what we see, not just what we have, okay, it's it's another person's property that we are visiting, okay? You wouldn't want anyone messing up with your property if they come for a visit, right? Exactly. So when it comes to being an eco-friendly traveler, okay, remember that there is this thing that you always have to be. You must watch, okay, and also you must care for things, right? This is where you come to understand that, like, looking after something of your own is like looking after nature, okay? You want to clean what's yours, okay? Your trophies, your medals, you want to clean it all, okay? Because you want that feeling to be there. You want that, oh man, the brand new look feeling, okay? And the fresh feeling, you want it all to be there. You don't want it to fade away, all right? You want it to be, uh something beautiful to have, okay? A medal, a trophy is going to be like, it may be, for someone from, maybe you have a trophy from school that you won because of, you were good in a sport, right? You see it every day in your room and you look at it and you're like, I want that, you know first place, second place, third place, it doesn't matter, okay? It's yours and you want to treasure it, right? Even though, it doesn't matter about what place it is, it doesn't matter if it's first, second, or even last, okay? You still want it because you took part in it, all right? You forgot about everything and you just went to be like, this is mine. Well, guess what? The nature is also yours, all right? So when it comes to nature, people forget that, we are just ruining it, right? We travel to see, oh, I just want to see the trees again. I want to see, the garden. I want to see a beautiful view to the beach and the sea. I want to have a top view, view. All right, I want to have it. But what do we forget? We forget that, uh, that was something that, we have failed to see. We look at something beautiful, but we forget that, it takes effort to make something beautiful. We can look everywhere. We can, you can look at the ocean. We can look at what do we see? We see, oh wow, it's a beautiful ocean. Wonderful. I say wonderful, okay? And but thing is, right under that ocean is plastic, all right? It's animals choking on plastics, okay? Look at the videos, people. There are animals choking on plastics, like, right, cans, the can holders, those little plastic things, those were caught on a turtle's neck. How cruel can we be? Okay, I mean, how cruel can one person be? Exactly my point. So just imagine, okay? I'm not going to tell you, they are turtles, or they're just because they're turtles doesn't mean that they don't have meaning to life. They have a beautiful meaning to life. There are a lot of people who love turtles, okay? And Now, just imagine that it wasn't the turtle under the water who was trapped in a plastic, okay, choking on plastic. Now think of it as yourself. No one around to help you, right? No one capable of helping you. Okay, not everyone has, not every fish, okay, or not every animal in the sea has the well the power of using these hands in to properly grapple it, to properly hook it, to properly hold on to it. You know, we can take off plastic with we do, no one, none of the animals have the tools. You don't see a shark, having a pair of scissors and you're trying to cut something. You don't see that, right? You wonder, this turtle is choking on plastic, and all the animals around it, all the sea life around it will be like, what's happening? Where did that thing come from, right? How did that happen? Our friend is dying. Do we think that? No, we don't think that. We just do what we want to do when we want to do it. This world we have, okay, is is ours, right? Not just land but also sea. Okay, we all have a um we all have a right to be here. Okay, not just humans. I don't think humans are the superior beings. I mean, we have made a mess of this world. We have made a mess of the earth. We have made a mess of everything, right? The air, the water, the smell. Okay, I mean, sound pollution. It's all from humans, right? If an elephant is shouting in the middle of the road, okay, I don't think that's pollution at all. I think that's a nice sound. Hey, just an elephant passing by, it's gonna be like, and then be like, hey, an elephant. All right. Just imagine a truck makes the horn. You're not gonna like that, are you? No. It's the difference of the feeling of the sound. Okay. But humans tend to destroy it. And we can always say, stop destroying everything. Don't do that. Leave it alone. We can do it, but still people are just gonna be like, just leave it. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. So, listen, people, the only advice I can give you is, well, that eventually it's going to be the same thing all over again. Okay. It's basically telling you, all right, do not do this. Do not litter wherever you go. All right. Be good to nature, just like you're good to yourself. Okay. Forget about everything. Right. Forget about all the time that you think that you're going to have a good time. If the place is polluted, it's not going to help. Okay. No matter what you do, remember to look after nature, look after whatever you do. Okay, especially you. It depends on just looking after, just throwing away your gum in a bin, first wrapping it in paper and then throw it in a bin. It's the little things that matters. Those little things tend to pile up. All right. And then it suddenly becomes a big thing. It's had done so much a change. A smallest thing can make the biggest change. All right. So start doing that at least. All right. And I'm not always there to tell you, listen, pick that up. Okay. Or, stop littering. Right. It should be common sense right now. This is our earth. Let's look after it. Okay. It doesn't matter how long it takes. All right. The little thing, picking up all the garbage can be a lot of fun. All right. Because it's going to be a clean world. All right. It's going to be so clean, right? That every day, yeah, every place we go to is going to feel like a vacation. It's going to feel like fresh air. And that is what we need. Okay. I'm telling you, if our environment, okay, if our earth was fully clean, coronavirus would have been just 2 days. It's be like, we got everything for it. Okay. We got cleanliness for it. We don't have pollution in this world. Okay. We don't have anything. Coronavirus, just a little thing, just a common cold. That's what everyone will call it. But because of we don't have the air that we breathe, okay, we forget that like we are humans and we need fresh air. Okay, we don't want artificial air. Okay, we don't want anything else. All right. So when it comes to from the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, if it's all fake, it's not good. It's not good at all, man. So clean the earth. If you see someone littering, well, I say you have all the right to go to this person and give a good. No, no, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, please, sir, do not litter in this area. Thank you. There are people living here. All right. So if you don't mind, I kindly request that you take this small little litter and put it in this bin right here. There are people like that, man. There are people who have the bin. The bin is right here, and they just litter right there, right next to it, not inside it, but right next to it. I mean, what kind of people are these people? You know, these people need a good knock on it. No, 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 no. I'm just joking. All right, a good sense, a knock of sense. All right, not a knock, not a knock, a knock of sense. Hello, you know, there's a recycle bin right there. Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Okay. It's as simple as that. You know, we don't just start a fight or anything like that, but we can do something to change everything, right? So, people, look after the earth, please, or you will see me very soon. Mhm. And I got the whole matrix behind me, I tell you. I got everything. The forces, the Avengers, the Justice League, they will come to get you. All right? They will find you and they will catch you. Mhm. Until then, we'll be going in for another short break. So keep it locked, keep it tuned in as well. And once you do that, okay, we'll be talking more about the earth. All right? And you know why? Well, I'm just going to tell you this, okay? Look after yourself, right? Do not let anyone destroy your peace, and do not let anyone destroy your God, which is also your earth, your nature, and also your motherland. No matter what, look after it, people, because that is what makes you, and that is what helps us, you know, become the best versions of ourselves. Okay. If our environment is beautiful, then everything else is beautiful too. This is Kyle taking a short break.
But now, if you say to a child, if I went up to a child and said, you've had one to forget, God, there'd be an inquest. Me, why did you reject my son? Oh, I haven't rejected your son.
I want to talk about, how the generation gap, has how much it's changed, especially when you check the youth nowadays in comparison, to people back in the day.
I'd say when I was younger, it was more disciplined. Not now.
In comparison to now.
Not at all. Not now. You know, the way things are nowadays, the younger generation, you seem that they can't accept the word no, if that makes sense. They can't
accept rejection, essentially, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, they can't accept the word no. So if you, how did I do? Well, you didn't do very well. And they get upset, you know. And when I was a youngster, my father used to say to me, because I used to be sport mad when I was very young. Well, I still am sport mad, but like participating in different sports. And if I had a bad game, for example, he'd say to me, "You had one to forget." That's it.
Your dad sounds like a smart guy. I mean, yeah, that's the real fact of the matter. Yeah.
You know, he'd say to me, "You had one to forget. Get over it," and that was it. So I dust myself down and do it again. But now, if you say to a child, if I went up to a child and said, "You've had one to forget," God, there'd be an inquest. An inquest. I mean, why did you reject my son? Oh, I haven't rejected your son. Or daughter. I've just told them that they need to buck their ideas up.
That's the truth right there. I mean, if you think about it, if you check the generations, like right now in the US as well, I've seen a lot of these things as well. In the UK, you know, you get medals for participation. But what's the point? What are you trying to? Yeah, what's the point? Either you win or you lose. People are so afraid to put that whole notion of losing. You know, when it comes to right now, the generation gap is just crazy. You know how much. A lot has changed. Social media has taken control of our lives, and we don't even realize it anymore. We're crippled because of it.
That's absolutely right, Nick. Because, as you said, you know, nowadays it seems that you get rewarded for failure. You know, for the life of me, Nick, I can't get my head around that. Perhaps I'm just getting old and morbid. I don't know. I just can't get my head around how you could be rewarded for failure.